think one of the biggest myths that I keep hearing again and again and again is that you need a big following or a large audience in order to really sell your art, or if you're a small business, to get your product or service out there. And that's just simply not true. So I run a really small art studio where we do commission pieces of people's life stories, and almost all of our clients haven't come from just social media. Three main ways we've gotten clients is one, referrals. I think your art or your product or service has to be really, really good so that when people see it, they want to automatically share it or tell people about it. And our clients will often just naturally tell their friends and family, or if they post it on social media, their followers about it. And a lot of our art is just hanging up on homes, and sometimes people will have, friends over for dinner and they'll see the art and be like, whoa, what is this? Like, how did you get this piece? And then they'll put them in touch with us, and then they'll become a client. The second thing is art shows. I love connecting with people one-on-one, and there's just something different about really being in front of a person, human to human, and being able to connect with them and hear their story and make one feel seen and heard and like understood. And often when people are interested in the art pieces, they start telling me their life story, and I'm already thinking of like really cool ideas of how we can visually bring this to life, and they feel like I really understand, what they're looking for. The last one is direct messaging. I often send videos just like this to people I'd love to do an art piece for, and I often reach out to people that I either know a lot about already, like I look up to, or I'll do a lot of research on them so I can speak to very specific points of their story where they know that I've taken the time and care to really dive into their life, versus just like copy and pasting some generic, cold message or cold email that could be applied to anyone and everyone. Because I think ultimately, if you have a large following, it's hard to connect with all of those followers, all of those people one-on-one. And social media is often very much about entertainment. Like, people are there to just be entertained. But I think it can be a really good tool for connection as well if it's done right. But for me, I personally love meeting people on video calls or in person, ideally, so I can really get a sense or feel of their vibe and find ways to really connect. So they truly understand me, understand like the artists in our studio, so we can really create these beautiful pieces for them. So honestly, I would say don't spend a lot of time just putting out a bunch of videos and hoping to get a large following, because that won't necessarily lead to clients. And I think also like your art or your product or service will be that much better if you just really talk to people individually, one-on-one, human to human, to really get a sense of who they are and why they connect with your project or your art. And I think that's where a lot of the magic really happens.